Hey guys, welcome to MathsCube. Today I'm attempting the ninth question from the International Advanced Level Pure Mathematics P4. So without further ado, let's get started. The ninth question is, Figure 3 shows a sketch of the part of the curve with parametric equations x equal to tan theta and y equal to 2 sine 2 theta. The finite region shown shaded in the figure 3 is bounded by the curve, the x-axis and the line with equation y equal to root 3. The region is rotated through 2 pi radians and about the x-axis to form a solid of revolution. Show uh, that the volume, they say, yeah, show that the exact volume of this solid of revolution is given by integral of k upon 0 p into 1 minus cos 2 theta d theta, where p and k are constants to be found. So we have to find the constant only, not the integral as a whole. So without further ado, let's get started. So I have x equal to tan theta and y equal to 2 sine 2 theta. But I can't find theta as my subject here because that's in terms of x. So what I'll do is I'll make theta the subject. So I'll be finding y in terms of x. And we know that root 3 is equal to x. So to obtain theta, what I'll do is I'll multiply both sides with tan inverse theta equal to pi upon 3, or which is also written as 60 degrees, but that we are not finding in degree form, we are finding in the gradient form, so that it's gradient, and that's pi upon 3. So the formula to find the exact volume of solid of revolution is given by v equal to pi, that's outside the integral, and we're integrating y to the power 2, so we are squaring the y dx, and we know that our y is equal to 2 sine 2 theta. So what I'll do is I'll just plug in and square it. There you go, 2 sine 2 theta all squared dx. Now what I'll do is I'll set my this equation, or what I'll do is I'll just integrate or differentiate it basically to find dx. So when we differentiate tan theta, we get sec square theta. And to make dx the subject, what I'll do is I'll multiply everything or both sides with d theta. There you go, that's our dx equal to sec square theta d theta. Now what I'll do is I'll just plug this dx here and this dx. There you go, that's our volume of revolution written here. Now what I'll do is I'll just expand the bracket and square it, and after squaring I find that I get sine square 2 theta. Originally I got 2 square as 4 and I took 4 outside the integral, and you can see there it's multiplied with pi. Now if you guys know that our sine 2 theta, or the identity, if you remember that sine 2 theta is equal to 2 sine that's theta cos theta. This is the identity, trick identity. Now what I'll do is I'll just plug it in here. That's sine square theta 2 theta. There you go, I get 4 sine square theta cos square theta into sec square theta d theta. Now what I'll do is I'll just take this 4 again outside the integral, and that will become 16 pi. And now I can see that I have sine square theta, cos square theta and sec square theta. And we also know that sec square theta is also written as 1 upon cos square theta. There you go. And I have cos square theta on the opposite side. So what I'll do is I'll just multiply them, and we will be left with sine square theta. There you go. V equal to 16 pi sine square theta d theta. Integrating that, we can't just simply integrate sine square theta right away because that'll be impossible to do that. But what we can do is we can use some of the identities of cos 2 theta and just substitute it or take it to the other side. I'll just show you how. So the identity of cos 2 theta in terms of sine theta is cos 2 theta equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. We can already see that we have 2 sine square theta, and what I'll do is I'll just make 2 sine square theta first the subject. Now to make sine square theta the subject, what I'll do is I'll divide both sides with 2. There you go, I got sine square theta as 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2. And now I'll just plug in here and we can integrate it easily then. There you go, our answer is taking form of it. V equal to 16 pi integrating 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2 theta d theta. If you can see the A part question, that there is only shown that 1 minus cos 2 theta and p, and we don't have any fraction here. So this means that 16 pi is being divided by 2, and we are left with 8 pi integrating 1 minus cos 2 theta. It has taken shape. And last thing is the constants to be found. We know that the last constant was 0, the origin it was starting, and we found that our theta is pi upon 3, the maximum, when we had x equal to root 3. So our p value will be pi upon 3, and there you go guys, 7 marks easily scored down there. And now moving on to the B part, where they say hence find by algebraic integration the exact volume of this solid of revolution. Now we will integrate this equation. So integrating 1 in terms of d theta will become theta, as you know, simply as we have 1 in terms of x, that will become x. So theta in terms of theta will be theta, and integrating cos 2 theta, putting a minus sign here. So when we integrate cos theta, it becomes sine theta, but we have 2 theta here, and that will be divided by 2. There you go, that's our integral, theta minus sine 2 theta upon 2. Um, Now what I'll do is I'll just plug the values or the limits, pi upon 3 and 0. So when I plug in the values, I find that our v equal to 8 pi, that's outside, and pi upon 3 minus root of 3 minus 4. Now just multiplying the bracket out with 8 pi, I'll get, there you go, that's our final answer, v equal to 8 upon 3 pi square minus 2 root 3 pi. And there you go, that's our final, and 3 marks scored. 7 plus 3, 10 marks, easily done. Thanks for watching guys, stay tuned for more videos from this series.